the sweetest thing. Yeah. I left all the joy you bring. Yeah. But I'm coming back, knocking down the door. I'm coming back, Are you ready? Are you ready for more? Are you ready for more? Regrets, oh, I have a few.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And in this corner, Caleb Sweet Hands Plant, this former middleweight champion of the world, comes in at 6'1" with a reach of 74 inches. And his opponent, it's Connor, the Destroyer Ben. He's 160 pounds even. He stands 5'8" tall with a reach of 68 points. Caleb Sweet.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing from Nashville, Tennessee, now fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, a super middleweight champion of the world, Sweet Hands, Caleb Plant. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing from Essex, England, a continental welterweight champion, Connor, the Destroyer Ben.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here.
These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Hook misses. It's all offense all the time. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
That jab doesn't score. Couldn't land that jab. They both want a highlight reel knockout. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
It's all offense all the time. Beautiful counter shot. He parries that left jab away. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Perfectly timed uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about planting that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Switched up completely. Get your mind big shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Great. You let him back into the fight. You're much better than that guy. You're much better in your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on end and think about what you do. Good work. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him anything. All right? That's great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about it. In there for one shot at a time.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. He's got a massive reach advantage. Let's see if he uses it.
Todd, reach as well as speed, reach as well as power. What more can a fighter ask for?
Nice counter. They block that jab. A big whiff with the right hook. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
They exchange punches. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Can't take too many more power punches like that. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Blocks that left hook. Swing and a miss with the hook. for that counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about planting that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on the...
The bell rings and we start the third. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a cliff. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's when the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Nice job by him to block that jab. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Straight right, just misses. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about planting that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
What are you doing?
You need to go back out there and you will win this round.
Just the same again. Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing.
Be smart, get your shots up. Don't give them anything. Go back out there.
All landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab.
There's the bell for round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
These punches coming from every angle. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweights, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Blocks that jab. That jab misses. They block the jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That uppercut misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about planting that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
I need you to focus on what you're doing. You were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shot.
Other than that, kids, just go back out there and get behind the basics. Get your...
Think about the defense on end and think about what you do. Good work. Getting your time in.
There's the bell to start round 5. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good defense stopping that jab. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it? Nice counter. And he misses with the left uppercut. Those counter punches have to hurt. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Big left there, but misses. He blocks the jab. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
They exchange punches. You'd like to see more jabs. They block the jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about planting that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
You've done all that work all the way, otherwise...
On to the sixth round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice exchange here from both men. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
There's a counter shot. Nope, that hook won't score. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. And Ben just got rocked. He just got rocked big time. He's seeing stars, but can he stay on his feet? Down goes Ben. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Misses with the jab. He parries away that left hook. Perfect counter shot. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath.
Here we go. It's round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
And a big shot rattles his cage. C.Benn right now. Will he go down? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Both men step back for just a moment. Missing with the left hook. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That counter punch caught him clean. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper. Hold that box! That big shot just rattled his cage. Ben has no idea where he is right now. How did they survive that?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. He threw a punch and just got countered. Lucky that hook didn't score. Good arm positioning, blocking that hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about planting that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that. And they're back at it again here in round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you...
Whoa, Johnny! Oh, what a shot! Ben in some serious trouble. I don't know if down goes Ben! Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
I've got to see that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are away.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Halfway through the round and they're struggling a little bit.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Don't score with that right uppercut. effort being exerted here. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot. And
whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. And Ben just got rocked. He just got rocked, and Conor Ben goes down. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
you're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give me your ball.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. His legs are gone, but somehow he's still in this fight.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Few body shots in there. What was that? What are you doing? You done all that work in camp. Now don't want you to load up. Don't be looking for one shot.
There's the bell to start round 9. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Couldn't land that jab. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Stamina is off the charts. Nice defense with that jab. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Well, did you see that? And that big shot just rattled his cage. Ben has no idea where down goes Ben. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
They're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
His stamina is off the charts. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown. There's the bell to start round 10. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
They threw the hook. It didn't land. Straight right just misses. They exchange punches. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system. Throw a certain amount of punches per round, because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. A straight right just misses. They drop their guard, they get caught. Swing and a miss with that hook. Those counter punches have to hurt. Holding nothing back here in the round. Good deep. Hold that thought. The big shot rattles his cage. Connor Ben right now. Down goes Ben. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Comfortably.
Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn.